silence rules the streets so dire. I rode past shadows under a blood-red moon's fire. The old church bell tolled this chime a twisted choir. As flames dance like devils on sacred spires higher. Riding through the church fire, the past screams louder. Echoes of the love lost beneath the charred timber. Ghost town whispers stir the dust. The night devours on this cursed ride. These haunted dreams I remember. Bottle empty, thrown beside the grave of the lover who betrayed. Too gone to save. A whisper like a serpent lured into the cave in the heart of the desert. I was but a slave. Church fire, revenge burns with desire. The wind carries my fury across a wire. Ghost town's clock stopped ticking beneath the empire of stars, witnessing my soul caught in the mire. Her silhouette appears, flickering between the pews, feeding off my fears. But the flames reveal the truth, drying all my tears. She was just a ghost now, after all these years. Riding from the church fire to the cold dawn's ire, leaving behind the ruins where old love's retired. This outlaw's heart finds peace as the flames expire. In the silence of the desert, I forge my new empire.
Out where the desert wind cuts cold through silence, the ghost town moans with tales of the forsaken. Dust devils dance where hope turned into violence under skies of dust, forever unawakened. Whiskey bottles lay beside the burned out chapel, echoes of a train no longer there to grapple. Desert wind and smoke carry my confessions, whispers veiled in sand, my sins and my transgressions. Through cursed land I roam, bound by iron chain. Desert wind and smoke won't see your face again. In the shadow of forgotten gravestones, weathered lies a tale of love betrayed and honor sold. She promised forever our lives to be tethered, but silver and gold turn warm hearts deathly cold. By the light of a a church set ablaze in fury. I watch my dreams turn into judge and jury. Desert wind and smoke hide my darkest plea. Carried off in storms, what's left of you and me. Lost beneath the stars, tales of love in vain. Desert wind and smoke whisper in her name. On this cursed ground stand eye to eye with fate, haunted by the sound of love that turned to hate. A specter in the wind calls out beneath the moon's glow. In the heart of the night I face what I now know. Desert wind and smoke guide my weary soul through lands where heartache's spoken and stories told. With each step I claim my final lonesome stage. Desert wind and smoke release me from my cage.
Under the black sun, in the shadow dunes, old whiskey whispers from forgotten saloons. Dust devils dancing where the church used to stand, burned for wooden crosses, jut like bones from the sand. Black sun and smoke on this cursed plains ride, with every lost soul who's ever lied in the silence of the desert, where the dark secrets choke. Only shadows move under the black sun and smoke. Train whistle moaning across the barren tracks, echoes stir the ghosts of a town they call black. She loved a man whose heart was ill-spun, betrayed by a bullet from a lawless gun. Black sun and smoke, where the vultures circle slow. They watch over lovers turn to foes. In the silent desert, truth burns and provokes. Nothing's forgotten under the black sun and smoke. Stood by her grave when the sky turned to fire. The wind sang of vengeance, a mournful choir. Her whispers haunt me like the smoke they curl. In this ghostly world was my heart she'd unfurl. Black sun and smoke, now it's my tale that's told in the flickering light where the night gets bold. I ride for her memory through lands God never spoke. Forever a shadow under the black sun and smoke.
in a ghost town where the wind whispers low under moonlit shadows of scorned church spires. A man with no face and a heart turned to cinders dances with dust where his dreams caught fire. Whiskey breath in the rattle-emptied bottles, footsteps echo against the walls of a cursed land. He sways alone where hope is just a memory, fiddling a tune for the damned. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, where love lies bleeding in the pale moon's glance. Revenge keeps time with a heart that malfunctions in this haunted dance. Take a ghost cold hand. There's a tale they whisper when the night grows bold, a lover's vow and a friend's betrayal. The serpent's tongue on a breeze so cold left him shattered, trails turned stale. Train whistles moan through the silent desert, a reminder of what used to be. He loved a girl as fierce as the dusty tempest, lost in a world of treachery. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, where trust turns to ash with the fading light. The night air holds that bitter resolution, dancing closer to the end of the night. In the shadow of forgotten graves, he stands watching flames lick old sins in a burning church nearby. Mirage of her face, or just desert playing with a gun in his hand and a tear in his eye. Forgive or forsake whispers through the chapel. His resolve as brittle as the dry cracked earth. A prayer slips out as he faces his reflection in the shattered glass, sees what vengeance is worth. Serpent's prayer waltz with the ghosts of the past and the shadows of sin. He lays down his gun as the fire dies quiet, accepts the dance and the serpent within. Spin, oh spin, till the stars beg for mercy, till the sun bleeds red over lands God forgot. He'll waltz with his demons till his breath yields to silence. In the serpent's prayer waltz, he's forever caught.
In the heart of the wasteland, under a blood-red sky, lies the devil's ghost town, where even shadows die. Whiskey bottles clinking on the broken ballroom floor, echoes of the damned who ain't marching home no more. Oh, the winds whisper sins of the silver bullet's kiss. Train whistle moans through the fog of the abyss. Here in a devil's ghost town, where lost souls are bound, every step is haunted, every heart is bound. Knew a girl with eyes like wildfire's glow,
In this cursed town, she was the only truth I'd ever known. But vengeance is a dark road, and I took it on my stride. Left her heart in ruin and our love on the other side. Hear the church bells burn in the firestorms embrace, cries of the forsaken, lost in time and space. In the devil's ghost town, where the dead won't rest, we're just ghosts in the hollow with sins unconfessed. At the crossroads, gun heavy in my hand, bogging my soul to rewrite the tales of this forsaken land. But evil's grip is iron, revenge a fleeting breath. In the ashes of my choices, found solitude in death. Now the dust falls quiet on this cursed ghostly sprawl. Forgotten graves whisper the tales of my downfall. Here in Devil's Ghost Town, under the haunting moon's frown, I walk these dusty streets alone in the kingdom I disown.
Out where the horizon bleeds into the sand, there's a tale carved by shaky, guilt-ridden hands. Sun-blistered faces and whiskey-stained souls in a ghost town where the church bell no longer tolls. Echoes of footsteps that dance with the sins. Lost voices howl where the dust storm begins. Hear the whispers in the desert wind, seekers buried where the cursed lands grin. The lover's betrayal, a friend's cold goodbye. Only the vultures see where the forgotten lie. These sands of sorrow under blood-red sky, whispers in the desert wind, never die. By the light of a fire that flickers like hope, I recall her smile by the old gallows rope. The night they came riding, their shadows cast long, a deal with the devil where it all went wrong. My heart was stolen by her Judas kiss. In the silent desert, it's her ghost I miss. Listen to the whispers in the desert wind, fragments of the past on the breeze pin. A trail of vengeance, a shot in the night. Only the moon witnessed our forsaken plight, haunted by the laughter and the tears we cried. Whispers in the desert wind, can't hide. I stand at the crossroads, gun heavy with dread. Her whisper comes softly, avenge the dead. The whiskey numbs the memory, sharpened like thorns in the desert's embrace. My sworn oath reborn. Now the whispers in the desert wind call my my name echoing the verdict in this lonesome game. With each step forward, my resolutions made. In the dust and ashes, my debts will be paid. Let the sand cover, let the wind sing, for in the whispers of the desert I'll find my peace or bring. This song captures the haunting, lingering essence of a story set against the stark, unforgiving backdrop of the desert, where past deeds and old ghosts refuse to be silenced.
Underneath the whiskey sun, where cursed shadows roam, dust storms twist through ghost town bones, a drifter's silent home, echoes of a train long gone, whispers through the tracks. Every red creek and board in town knows what I can't turn back. Here beneath the revenge, where my broken heart contends with the echoes of your voice in the winds that won't relent. By the light of a burning church, I see your face in fire's dance. All the love turned into ash in this cursed, forsaken expanse. You were the moon in my midnight, now just a shadow in my sleep. Betrayal cut through our tied binds, left me in these deserts deep. Found your picture by the silver locket, laying by the forgotten graves, underneath the starlit silence, where nothing left can be saved. Here beneath the revenge, where old ghosts refuse to mend, I hear the howls of the past, where our love met its bitter end. By the light of a burning church, I face the truth I can't escape. All our dreams turned into dust in this endless haunted landscape. Betrayal sharp and stark, the sting of whiskey on my lips, like your memory in the dark. Was it love or just survival in this land so cruel and vast? The answer buried in the sands, like relics of a sinful past. Here beneath the revenge, I've laid my vengeance to rest. In the silence after the storm, with sorrow heavy in my chest, by the ruins of that holy place, I've learned to let your spirit pass. Beneath the revenge, I find peace at long last.
In a ghost town silence, under a blood moon's rain, whiskey bottles clinking like chimes of a pain. The echoes of the midnight train crossing cursed lands, tracks leading nowhere, just God's forsaken sands. Blood on a midnight train, red as the devil's own, hearts bound by vengeance under a sky overthrown.
When how secrets, past sins it can't contain. Ghosts whisper justice on a midnight train. Years back, young love was buried in these silent deserts dry. A locket of golden memories under a thorn sky. Betrayed by a brother for the greed of fleeting gain. Left me with a burning heart and church bells that wail in vain. Blood on the midnight train, staying in the rotten night. A tale of lost lovers and a wrong that needs a right. Dust storms can't cover the tracks, nor the everlasting pain. Echoes of the betrayed screaming on the midnight train. On a lonesome silver line, the truth rides fast and grim. My hand on steel, my soul to purge the sin. Tonight forgiveness sleeps while the restless seek their due. The final whistle blows for me and you. There's blood on the midnight train. Justice finds its track in the land of the forgotten. There's no turning back. Shadows lift their veils as final truths pertain. Revenge or redemption calls from the midnight train. Each chord a story, each note a desolate wail, eternally bound to the whistle of that midnight rail. Whispered in the shadows, down in the hollow where the cold winds moan. Dust devils dance and the tumbleweeds roam. There's a town just a shadow burned under the sun, where whiskey whispers and the slow rivers run. Old chapel bells ring out the past, echoes of souls in the night they amass. Whispers in the shadows, calling out my name. The ghosts of my past, playing their game. Revenge is a traveler on a road with no end. Lost love and betrayal around every bend. I once loved a girl as fierce as the storm, but she left with a stranger at the break of dawn. Under a blood moon by the old sycamore tree, we swore our love, but it wasn't to be. The preacher man said, son, save your soul. But I'm lost in this desert, cursed and cold. Whispers in the shadows, calling out my name. The ghosts of my past,
the silent desert, I face my fears. The voices get louder with each passing year. A reckoning's coming, like a train's lonesome whistle in the heart of the night, like the strike of a thistle. Whispers in the shadows, I can hear the call, frozen in time in this spectral thrall. This land of the lost, where I make my stand, holding on to ghosts in this cursed wasteland.
In the town of Whiskey Gulch, beneath a lurid sky, the wind whispers secrets and the vultures fly high. A lone church stands burning, its bell silent and spent, in the heart of a land where even angels fear to tread. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the stormy nights. Lost souls and shadowed dreams flicker in the light. A tale of a man scorned, betrayed by love so wild, riding through cursed lands, a heart that's never reconciled. Once loved a girl as fierce as the desert storm. Her lies cut deeper than the thorns of a rose full worn. Left him with nothing but a bottle and a faded photograph. On a dusty trail for vengeance, a ghost in his own aftermath. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the moonlit plains. Whispers the past like the sound of distant trains, bound by a promise over a forgotten grave. Through silent deserts and the choices we bring, dying star, he faced the man in black. Words unspoken in the shootout, no turning back. As the gun smoke cleared, truth came undone. Revenge or salvation, what has his anger won? Echoes from the revenge, a tale that never dies, riding towards the sunset beneath the vast unending skies. Forgiveness or a bullet, only the desert knows. Buried in the sands where the lonely wind blows. Where the dusty crossroads meet, under the moon's silent deep,
lies a town where shadows speak, and the wind whispers treachery. Old whiskey bottles laid by forgotten boots, echoes of laughter turned into mute. Whispers in the ghost town tell a tale of woe, of a lover's cross turned under where the cursed cacti grow. In the heart of sands, by a noose undone, lies a silent tale of a gun-out run. There's a church with a scorched out spire, where once rang out the gospel choir. The preacher man, they found him tied, burned his faith, left his Bible alive. In the pews, the lockets gleam, a picture fades, a lost love's dream. Whispers in the ghost town cry beneath the moon, past promises like dust storms vanished all too soon. Ghosts of guilt in the chapel's hum, whispering of what we've all become. Stood at the edge of the cursed lands, train whistle cuts through the silent sands. In the dust, the story laid so bare. Revenge or forgive, do I even dare? Eyes meet the grave under starlit sheen, face the ghost of what should have been. Whispers in the ghost town, now I understand every tale of sorrow etched by a heavy hand. In the echo of the train's lonesome cry, I'll either live with truth or with lies die. In this haunted desert, I take my final vow to join or flee the whispers in the ghost town. Out where the chaparral meets the fading light, rode past the whiskey bottles, glinting through the night. Through dust storms howling, shackles of the past, ghost town's church a burning, shadows that they cast. Oh, I'm riding through the ghost town, rain's cold in my hand, the cursing lands whisper over forsaken sand. Echoes of my heartbeat sync with the train's moan. Revenge a bitter rider, I face this road alone. Her laughter once filled the sullen smoky space, till betrayal left its cold hard trace. A bullet with a promise under the desert moon. In forgotten graves they lay, taken all too soon. No, riding through the ghost town, lost love's silent plea. Desert's breath, a furnace, still no solace brings to me. Ghost of her whispers dance in the dust swirl, love lost in the shadows of this barren world. There at the
pain I've come to own. Forgiveness is a stranger on these streets of bone. With each hoofbeat's echo, my heart's turning to stone. In the land of lost shadows, I ride on alone. Out where the wind cries through ghost town spires, I walk the dusty trail of old desires. Whiskey bottle swinging in my weathered hand, past a burned out church and forsaken land. Buried in the ashes, under starless skies, love's a fleeting shadow that the daylight denies. Voices of the damned echo through the night. In this haunted desert, nothing's left but the fight. By betrayal's flame, once we plotted beneath the silver moon. Now she's just a whisper in the dusty saloon. Buried in the ashes, where our dreams once lay. Ghost trains whistle past, carrying my resolve away. Her laughter's just a specter in the midnight air. In the heart of the desert, found my despair. Beside forgotten graves, I drew my rusted gun, faced the dusty mirror. I ain't the only one. Revenge or redemption, the lines blur the same. In the cursed lands, we play a deadly game. Buried in the ashes, I accept this cursed fate. The desert knows my secrets, all my love and hate. On this silent battleground, I lay my past to rest. In the ashes of the outlaw, find my peace at last. Underneath the blood-red sky of a town too lost to die, whiskey bottles lay scattered, sermons turned to ash and rye. A wandering shadow stirs the dust, casting sins in old coyote cries in that dim-lit ghostly hollow, where even the brave don't dare to pry. Oh, the devil's shadows, they roam at will through silent deserts and past the chill, on a cursed land where time stands still. They dance on graves
spilled. That shadow's mine, worn and weary from the years, chased by a love lost in the whispers of old train gears. The trail's knife cut deep, left nothing but salted tears. In her eyes a fire burned, now gone, snuffed out by my darkest fears. Oh, the devil's shadows, they creep and bend round forgotten graves where old loves end. With each haunting step they mock and rend the hearts of those who can ascend. In the eye of a dust storm I saw her face, haunting and stark. A vision so vivid it tore the night apart. Revenge, she whispered, a ghostly lark. Now I follow her into the shadows, deep and dark. So here I stand in the devil's own narrows, where churches burn and justice narrows. With a gun in hand across the gallows, I follow her lead in the devil's shadows. Each line echoes like a ballad cried from the depths of a haunted desert, a tale of loss and relentless pursuit, whispered under the vast, uncaring stars.
Underneath the black sun, the whispering sands call. Through the ghost town echoes, past the broken walls. Whiskey bottle laying in the grip of a dying hand. Dust devils dance where once stood a promised land. Whispers in the black sun, secrets of the scorn, voices of the vanished, in the silence they're reborn. Fate of fallen angels, branded by the blaze. Lost loves and lies in the desert's mournful gaze. She was a shadow in the shimmer of the heat waves rise. Her love a fleeting storm across relentless skies. He wore betrayal like an old weathered coat. Trails of redemption, words he never spoke. Whispers in the black sun, cries beneath the crow, haunting the horizon where no righteous man will go. Every burning church, a tale of rage untold. In the heart of darkness, in the hollow cold, by the forgotten graves he heard the train's sad song. The steel rails weeping for all that went wrong. Stood before the ruins, his past in the ash, a duel with his ghosts in the thunder's flash. Whispers in the black sun, now he rides alone. across cursed lands where the wind has only blown. In the silence of surrender or the storm of revenge, it's just another story at the world's frayed edge.
Silent desert, beneath the black sun's glare, the winds whisper secrets in a tongue too raw to bear. My boots stir the dust of forgotten graves, past the churchyard's gates where the wild sage sails. I'm riding through the black sun, shadows on my trail, hunting ghosts of a life where I once failed. Whiskey's my companion, it dulls the inner pain, riding to forget her, the love I couldn't claim. The town sleeps like a widow, veiled in moonlit dread, haunted by the memories and the lies deceitfully spread. I recall her laughter echoing through the saloon before betrayal's knife laid my heart in ruin. Riding through the black sun with vengeance burning bright, each mile a reminder of that cursed night. My revolver's cold comfort against the desert scorn, chasing the horizon where my fury was born. By the creek under the dead oak shade, I met my betrayer, not a moment too delayed. Words fell like gunshots, piercing the eerie calm. In the duel that followed, I read the last song. Now I'm riding through the black sun, a ghost in my own right, the outlaw of lost causes, a specter in the night. No more will love or vengeance steer my wearied bones. Under the black sun, this cursed land atones.
This ballad resonates with the grit of a weathered soul's lament, embodying the spirit of a haunted desert odyssey.
In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, where the whiskey drowns the memories of a better vanished time. Ghost towns scatter across the cursed land, under skies so wide and grand. Each step stirs the dust of souls who fell by treacherous hands, dancing with the cursed land
boots sinking in the sand, haunted by the ghostly wails of a lonesome spectral band, where the train whistles moan their melancholy sound. I'm just a shadow, and in this ghost town, dancing round and round. Winds whisper through the broken panes of the chapel burned and scarred. A love once pledged 'neath the holy cross, now smoldering and charred. Forgotten graves lie hidden beneath the tumbleweed's embrace. Echoes of a pistol's crack still linger in this forsaken place, dancing with the cursed land under moon's judgmental glance. Each twirl a tale of vengeance and of lost, forsaken chance. The train's sad song still echoes through valleys low and found, bound by this land. In silence I stand and keep my vigil round. With every star that fades from night, I feel her near, whispering slight. The love we lost, the trust betrayed, a reckoning of the debts unpaid. Her voice a ghostly serenade amidst the ruins of promises we made. Facing the dawn with my resolve, in this dusty world I revolve. Land, a specter with no command, whirling with the dust storms, a gun still in my hand. Let the church bells toll for what was never found here in this silent desert. Forever bound.
Out in the valley where the dead trees whisper, dust rolls through like a lonesome drifter. Moon hangs low, painting shadows on bones. Ghost town echoes with forgotten moans. Old saloons creaking, winds got it speaking of a love once fierce. Now it's just remnants leaking. Whiskey bottle lay shattered, a testament of night when love turned to betrayal under faint starlight.
Lost love and smoke in the air, all is broke. Haunted by the whispers, the promises we spoke. The desert knows my pain with its cursed refrain, burning like the church where nothing remains.
There's a tale of a woman with eyes like stormy skies, led me stray with her sweet, deceiving lies. In the back room of the chapel, she swore her heart. By dawn's light, her truth tore mine apart. Through the silence of the prairie, train whistles cry, a soundtrack to the day my heart did die. Left me with the echoes of what used to be, a haunted shell of love gone like smoke on the breeze. Lost love
This ghost town bears witness to the heart she broke. No more chains in this silent desert rains. In the fading embers glow, I release my pain. Lost love and smoke, let the spirits revoke this outlaw soul from her final cruel joke. As the desert stars peak in solitude, I seek the strength to forgive as the memories leave.
In the shadow of the moon, on the edge of the dust, lies the haunted prairie, whispering secrets to the rust. Train whistle moans through the silence of the ghost by the burned out church where the spirits boast. All beneath the haunted prairie lies a tale so worn of a love turned bitter and a heart that's torn. Whiskey bottles and forgotten graves, telling tales of cowboys damned and brave. Once I loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes, in a cursed town where sunsets bloodied by lies. Betrayed by a kiss, I watched my world collapse, left me wandering this desert, waiting for perhaps. Beneath the haunted prairie, under that lonely sky, echoes of our laughter, shadows of our goodbye. Dust storms roll over memories so grave, sins of the past no man can save. By the light of a dying star, I face my foe. In the hallowed grounds where the cursed winds blow, gunpowder sent to flash in the night. Revenge or redemption, couldn't tell which was right. Now beneath the haunted prairie, I lay my love to rest. The desert knows my secrets, keeps them close at its breast. Forgiveness or damnation, let the spirits decide. On the haunted prairie, a lone gunslinger's ride. So if you wander far, where the wild coyotes cry, listen close, you'll hear the prairie sigh of broken dreams beneath the starry dome, beneath the haunted prairie where lost souls roam.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence, ghost town cries. Desert sands hide the sins under the devil's hollow sky. Whiskey bottles lay like markers, memories gone dry. Old church shadows flicker as the cold wind sighs.
promises and dreams did lie. Every star a story, every gust a ghostly cry, left here alone to ponder under the devil's hollow sky. Rode through cursed lands where love's sweet rose once bloomed. Turned my back on daylight where them dark deeds loom. Her laughter now just whispers in the moonlit midnight gloom. A love betrayed, a heart mislaid, led me to this tomb. Yes, beneath the devil's hollow sky, revenge a bitter drink on which I steadily rely. A gun my solemn company on this path where angels shine. All that's left is settling scores under the devil's hollow sky. Dust storms rage like my fury, nowhere left to hide. Face to face with the man in black on this final ride. Truths unravel in our glares, no more need for pride. Two bullets speak in silence, redemption or a guide. Now beneath the devil's hollow sky, lay down my burdens as the night whispers goodbye. This land, these scars, witness to my side. Forgive me, Lord, I'm coming home under the devil's hollow sky.